Hi, I'm Pat. Okay, so what they're asking us to do is to find the exact value of the indicated variables. And here's the situation for this problem, is that we're looking for both x and y. And we have this right triangle. They've told us the one angle measure there is 60 degrees, and then they've given us the value of the hypotenuse, right? So this is kind of cool. We get to pull together a lot of the information that we've been learning. And I've already started us off with this information that you should already have in your head. Is the sine of theta in general, the sine of an angle, always equals the opposite over the hypotenuse, right? I'll use cosine too as well, but let's keep going with this one. Sine of theta equaling that opposite over hypotenuse. How that applies to this situation is that if I want to make a statement about sine of 60 degrees in my figure, the 60 degrees up here in the top, the opposite side would be that x. And I'm looking at the opposite because I'm using sine, and this is like our definition of sine. The opposite is x, the hypotenuse is 18. Okay, and remember we're trying to solve for the variables. And so now you have an equation involving x. So x equals 18 times the sine of 60 degrees. Good. I did mention that we're bringing a lot of the different pieces of information that we've learned, so you should also know sine of 60 degrees. You know that. You should know it. That's the square root of 3 over 2. So we're getting x equals the 18 still, but then I'm replacing sine of 60 degrees with what I know it equals, the square root of 3 over 2. And simplify a little bit. There's a 2 in the denominator and an 18 here that I can reduce and get 9 square root of 3. And that's my answer for x. And one of the things I'm stressing here, though, is if you notice the directions even said to find the exact value of the variables. So don't grab a calculator. You don't want to find out what 9 times the square root of 3 is on a calculator, because that'll be an approximation. That's my exact answer. Okay? All right, now that cosine I already kind of pointed out, but you know that cosine of theta in general is the adjacent over hypotenuse. And now I'll kind of apply the same kind of approach that we did before with a specific statement about the cosine of 60 degrees equals adjacent. I just have to make sure in my figure that I am grabbing the side of the triangle, the leg that is adjacent to the 60 degrees. So that would be y over the hypotenuse of 18. Okay, and there we have an equation involving y, and that's what we're looking for. So y equals 18 times the cosine of 60 degrees. There's another one of those nuggets of knowledge that I'm sure you have in your head. What is the cosine of 60 degrees? That's right, it's a half. And I'll simplify 18 times a half, that's just 9. And that's my answer for y. I've got my answer for the two different variables. Okay, hope that helps. It's a great tie-in of your trigonometry that you're learning and the angles that you're supposed to know already. Okay, try some on your own.